Hello and welcome to this spoiler not spoiler video with me, Rebecca Walker, joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hi.
And in the background, Elsie Walker. Might just about hear it. So on the board today we have Martell Aloof versus Greyjoy Sea of Blood. And just like in the previous video, we have a card that was designed by the sort of old Conclave design team that may or may not come out eventually. As a card that you guys can play, but now it's I guess you can call it like a fan-made card or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got one Martell card that we're going to show off for that one. So setups then. Richard, do you want to talk us through?
Sure. I have set up Theon Greyjoy Core, Drowned God Fanatic redesigned, an Iron Gate and an Iron Fleet Scout. I'm playing Greyjoy Sea of Blood, and that is my setup.
Yeah. And on my side, I've got, is it Tristane? Is that how you say his name? Tristane, a Bastard Daughter, 2 Desert Scavengers, and a Rose Road down there in the corner. And we're just having a look at our first plots. So, quite honestly, I was given this deck, didn't have a clue what I was meant to play first, so I went with At Prince Duran's Behest to see what Richard did, and he has gone for a late summer feast. Seems alright for your first plot?
Yeah.
Bit of extra gold?
Yeah, I figure you're aloof and you're going to play a plot which is going to give you enough money to put out a big character, plus you have Desert Scavengers on the board. So I thought maybe I want enough money so I can put out a big character too.
Yeah, makes sense. I genuinely have absolutely no idea what plot I'm supposed to play here. I felt like they were all kind of mid-rangey kind of plots.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just wasn't really quite sure what I was meant to play, which is why I apologise in advance that I take a little bit of time each plot round to decide what the heck I'm meant to play. Never mind. So just looking there at my hand to see if I've got any ideas, anything that might help prompt me on a plot. I've literally just gone for the one that seemed the least offensive to myself and gave me a half decent amount of gold. Bar in the gates.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, you're going to get your 6 gold and you had Desert Scavengers and the Aloof.
Yeah.
So potentially you've got 10 resources.
Yeah, and I think your deck has got a few Shadows cards. And like I can see obviously you've got Vince on the board as well. So it was kind of just like, well, I'll play this. It might do something, it might not, but it's a plot that gives me some gold.
You're really selling yourself.
I know. It was great logical thinking for this plot. So on to your marshalling, and you've got 10 gold because of the late summer feast, and obviously the econ location down there at the bottom. Going for a sea tower, and using that reduction. Oh, nice, Euron. Now, obviously, Martell do quite like their location, so hopefully you won't hit my Dawn with his pillage, because that would be a bit sad.
That'd be great.
It would not be great. But, I mean,
do you even run Dawn?
Yeah, I definitely have it in there.
Cool.
I remember. What's that, Grey Ghost? Is that on Grey Ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah. And sitting on 2 gold. So I don't know if you've got a trick or if you just didn't have anything you wanted to marshal for 2 gold, but you have that there. Oh, I guess you'll see your blood as well though. So it might just be that you want to save your gold for if you go and grab an event after a military. I mean, I don't exactly have a lot of military on the board at the moment.
Even if I grab an event, it'll give me a Sea of Blood token, which will give me a discount of 2 on it. So I don't really need to save the gold unless I want to play multiple events, which is a possibility.
Can you remind me of the new rules for Sea of Blood?
Yeah, so you can't include neutral events in your deck. After you win a military challenge by 5 strength, then you get a Sea of Blood token.
Okay, and that's as an action you discard it.
Yeah, action. You can discard it to reduce the cost of the next event you play by 2. But also, when you win the military challenge by 5, you can nil your faction card and search top 10 cards of your deck for an in-faction event.
Cool. And well, we have the card. on the board.
Ah, I see. Mellario of Norvos. So, do you want to read it? Or should I?
I'll let you read it.
Okay. 4 cost, intrigue and power icon. 3 strength, non-loyal, unique. Mellario of Norvos. She's a lady. She reduces the cost to Marshal Ariane by 1. And whilst you control Duran Martell, he gains immune to opponent plot effects. While you control Quentin, he gets +2 strength. And whilst you control Tristane, he gains insight.
So basically what she's doing is she's supporting all the other Martell family members.
Yes.
Okay. Have you got any idea who she actually is in the books?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Can you tell me? Because I have no idea.
She's mummy.
She's mummy?
Yeah, she's Ariane's mum.
Is she?
Quentin and Tristane's mother and Duran's wife.
Oh.
Although she doesn't like him, she hates him.
Oh?
Like, you know, they're not getting on.
Oh dear.
If you know what I mean. So yeah, quite while she's protecting Duran from opponent plot effects, doesn't seem like something she would do in the book. But yeah, that's who she is.
You don't even see her in the actual programme though, do you? I didn't even know she existed.
Let's face it, the programme fucked up the whole, Martell angle anyway.
Yeah, the Martells just sort of briefly appeared for not really much reason at all and then disappeared, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh well.
So this is the card that had been created by the design team. I'm not sure if that's the complete final form. Because as it stands, it's a passive effect that reduces Ariane by 1, which means your opponent can also do it.
Oh,
so I think
right.
that might be tweaked.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that.
But the rest of it seems good, though, making Duran immune to plots. And now you have a 6-cost character on the board who is immune to my plots.
So if you Valar D me or Valar M me, I'm fine either way with those.
Yeah, you keep Mellario and some other stuff and Duran will just hang around. So I think that's really strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're running like a Duran-based deck, with things like Duran's Game and whatnot, I guess, then she's really, really handy to keep him around so he can boost all the other characters as well.
Yep.
So was it Quentin that got +2 strength?
Yes.
And obviously when you got Duran on the board as well, that's going to boost him even more.
Yep.
He's going to be a big boy.
Yes, he is. And there are 2 Quentins, aren't there? There's a 3-cost one, which is 5 strength already with Renown.
Oh, is that the one that kneels if there's not enough plots or something?
Correct, yeah. But then there's the other Quentin, the 6-cost one, who is 4 strength naturally, who when he dies kills something of lower strength than him.
Ah, so the strength boost, he's got more targets to kill.
Correct. And the other one, Tristane, gets insight. Well, there's only one Tristane and he's shit, so, insight, just a bonus.
What, the Tristane that I've got on the board?
Yeah, he's crap. I mean, he's 4 for 4, so he's okay. He's vanilla. Even if he's blank, he's alright. But the fact that he's got Duran on the board makes him better.
What's his little thing again? He's like, after you lose a challenge, choose someone who can't defend?
Correct.
That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad. There are worse cards out there.
Yeah, but he has to be participating as well.
Oh, does he? Oh, yeah, that was it. That's not ideal.
Yeah, so your opponent has to do a challenge. He has to defend and lose, and then you have to be second player to then declare one of your opponent characters to not be able to defend.
Yeah, it's tragic. It's also a bit...
So I've done a military. I've stealthed the Bastard Daughter with Theon. 3 strength. I've used the Iron Fleet Scout to boost him to 5 strength. Triggered the Sea of Blood to go and find rhymes with Meek.
Seems good.
So, yeah, rhymes with Meek seem fine if you win unopposed because you can search it and then trigger it in the same window.
Yeah, of course, because it's reaction, isn't it?
It is. So I'm going to play it.
So because the Sea of Blood token has to be done as an action, you can't use that now like you used to, right? Because before you used to be able to use it.
Yeah, there's no action window between reacting to win the challenge and then reacting with that event. And I've used the other gold to We Do Not Sow Your Rosewood.
Thanks, Han.
Which is also a reaction. There are 3 events in this deck, which are all reaction to winning, so they can be used in the same window as Sea of Blood.
Okay.
So you can trigger the Sea of Blood, you can find one with Meek, We Do Not So, or the Bloody Cup, and you can use them straight away, providing you have the gold.
Oh, is that why you kept 2 gold for potentially Bloody Cup? Because that's 2 gold worth, isn't it?
Yep. So whichever I found, I could use. Now, you don't really have an unprotected big character that I really care about using Bloody Cup on.
Well, you could get rid of the new one, because she's already boosting 2 characters on my board.
True.
And going in for an intrigue now with the Vince, which I can block with, what's her name?
Mellario
of
Norvos. Which is, on the continent of Essos. Danny's continent, that one. Not west of Ost Rebecca.
It's all right. I've got a Game of Thrones map on my dining room wall.
Well,
although I don't remember seeing is it Norvos?
Yes.
Where is Norvos? I don't remember seeing it on the map.
We'll check out the map later.
Okay.
We'll do a geography lesson.
I swear to God, I'm going to know more about the geography of the Game of Thrones world than I do about the actual world.
True. So I did an intrigue with Vince, and you blocked it with Mellario for 5 strength because 4 strength because she had boosted by Duran.
Yeah, and now I'm doing a Military of the Bastard Daughter, and you've now out Euron to defend it.
Yeah, I don't have many characters on the board, so I feel like I need to preserve what I have.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to do all 3 challenges at you. I knew you were going to defend one of them. And to be honest, I wasn't too bothered about which one you defended because there's power to take, there's cards to take. So, and there's obviously characters to kill. So whichever one you defended, I was going to get the other 2 through.
Yeah, I felt like I needed to stabilise my board first before anything else. I've got plenty of cards in hand. Great Hall, that's a bit sad, but it's only an econ. I've stole one of yours, so
yeah,
not an insurmountable problem.
I just wanted to point out that I didn't take all the cards that I could have taken this round, so I think I skipped taking a card from Late Summer Feast.
Did you like your hand?
Yeah, my hand was fine, but I also had quite a few cards in hand. And then there's like the insight from Chastain, and it was like, I think I already had like 7 cards in hand or something, and I didn't want to be just discarding too many cards because, you get to a point where you've got so many good cards in hand, you're having to discard half decent things, which isn't as fun.
I mean, I would always just draw the card. If it makes your deck smaller, you can keep the best card and more appropriate card for the matchup. The only downside is you don't really want to be drawing locations and discarding them with Euron opposite you. Yeah.
When
and then you're discarding a Rosewood.
Yeah. So when you did one of your challenges or something, I think I'd not taken a card from Late Summer Feast. And if I had, that card would have been like a Rosewood or something. Or I can't remember. Anyway, it would have worked out that if I'd taken the card, you'd have got another Rosewood in the discard pile to choose from or something. So
which Rosewood would I have taken?
Well, I guess that's a big question, right?
Well, the big question is Vandal and paid off.
Oh, do you have to?
But
it's not even funny.
So... what are you going to play?
Oh, God knows.
Oh, you're trying to riddle my At the Gates?
Again, I didn't know what to play, so I thought I'll go with riddle, and then worst case scenario, I don't hit anything. Best case scenario, I hit your coppers or exchange.
Honestly, I think I would normally have played At the Gates here.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't. I think you just spooked me.
How?
Well, you can tell when someone's going to play riddle sometimes because they start looking at your plots for no reason.
I didn't look at your plot.
They're not move them or touch them, but their eyes start towards your plot when they get the riddle in their hand.
You're very much a play face-to-face player, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a bit crap playing online. But face-to-face, you're just reading everyone's body language and then psyching them out.
You just got to watch people. People
But
do
I
subtle
was-
things all the time. You know, when they're about to play like Ghost of Harrenhal, they start looking at their dead pile, or they rearrange or they put them in the dead in a specific way. Or when they start looking through your discard pile, you've got an idea what exactly they're going to do. Host of the Bone Way. Well, that's sad.
Yeah, that's why I went first. I'm going to intimidate your ass.
There's 6 strength now. And you got a significant discount with Aloof. Presumably. Although you don't have a lot of gold. Did you use the discount?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you probably do. So yeah.
Yeah, I went first because I had the intimidate, but then I was like, oh, I'm giving you an extra gold now. Which is sad.
I feel like you didn't use the agenda because you would have collected 5 gold, right?
Yeah.
You reduced with the scavenger, the Blood Orange Grove, and the agenda to pay 2, which left you with 3. Oh no, you are right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can do math.
I got a card in Shadows.
Got an eager dickhead.
Did I marshal? I know I played Maiden Bane
Yeah.
for the eager dickhead.
And you're saving an alarming amount of gold, which I don't twig.
It suggests I have nothing in hand to play out.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was thinking. Not really paying much attention to the big card in Shadows.
Well, even if you had, you wouldn't guess what it is. No one would have. No one's seen it ever.
No, I must admit I wouldn't have guessed. Although you do have like a weird mini obsession with this card now.
It's great. What? What? Go
Well,
away.
whatever this card is, we'll find out at some point.
Honestly, I played this card online and people were like, oh my god, I can't believe it. I've never seen this card before.
Such a weirdo.
And it can swing games.
It can.
Pinch of powder, eh?
Yeah. So I'm going in with a big intrigue using Tristane and the host. I think it's because I wanted to try and win by enough to nail you out your Euron at least.
Makes sense.
And
Because you're on the person you don't want me to get in unopposed challenge with and trigger Maiden Bane to stand in for double duty.
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on? Shadowblock Lane?
Yeah, might as well, right?
That's good. I'm a really big fan of Shadowblock Lane. It's basically what Sea of Blood is.
Yeah. On
But Sea of Blood
location.
gives you Econ as well. And you don't have to find it in your deck. So yeah, big fan.
I'm glad you approve of the deck that you built and gave me to
It's
play.
not my deck.
Whose deck is it?
One of the members of the design team.
Ah.
They all post their decks in the Discord channel, so
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you might as well nick a deck while you can, right?
nick a deck.
Nick a deck.
Actually, it's not even 100% that deck either, because I changed it.
Of course you did.
I took out all your Econ and... I wouldn't do that. It's simply because I didn't know who was going to play which deck.
That's true. You did give me the choice. I've decided to play Duran's game.
What?
Yeah, I've only got 2 used plots, but I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to play it and try and get ahead, because I figured that you would rush quite quickly. So I thought I'll try and, do little mini rushes as best I can.
Remember Tristane's Insight. Good.
You see me looking at the card like, what the fuck's this?
And then I'll intimidate your one.
Yeah, I mean, there is another Rose Road in that discard pile, and I don't really want to risk you discarding a Dawn, for example, and sealing it.
I mean, God forbid I have some economy.
Yeah, because you don't have enough already.
So now you're going to military me. You're kneeling out because I have presumably Grey Ghost and you think I'm just going to win whatever challenge I want.
Yeah, and I'm
can-
trying to sort of encourage you to kneel as well. And I kind of forgot about the Maiden's Bane thing. He's going to be able to use Theon twice, right?
I think so.
Well, I mean, he's definitely getting an unopposed military.
I mean, he's the best person to use twice at this stage because he's going to get me a free power each time.
Yeah. Which seems like a bit of all right, doesn't it? I'm getting way too used to talking to baby.
Sorry?
I'm so used to talking to baby, I felt like I sounded like I was like, that's a bit of all right, isn't it? That's the kind of thing that I'm like with baby.
Our viewers aren't babies, you know.
I know, I'm sorry. It's because I'm holding baby at the moment because she was getting a bit aggy, as Richard would say.
So.
Intrigue. Oh, right, yeah. So you did an intrigue, I defended, and then you were like, hey, wait, actually, I want to use Grey Ghost. I'm going to Grey Ghost the guard that you just defended with. Well, okay. So Duran cannot defend now. And so instead I will defend with Mellario.
Oh, yes. It's Makoro.
Don't look so happy.
It's Makoro. He's great. I love Makoro. He's really overpriced. You have to pay a total of 7 gold just to get him and trigger his effect. Hope it doesn't get cancelled.
The thing is, though, you've done it and you've not actually got a standing pillage character, so you can't even pillage her away at this point.
Don't need to. I just won the challenge, unopposed. Intrigue challenge, which means I can still do 2 challenges with Theon and win them.
Yeah.
And get Sea of Blood trigger for an event. Could get the bloody cup and...
You can't because you're not first player, so it's only an increase of 1 instead of 2.
Bugger.
Oh, ha, ha.
Got to keep on top of this shit, ain't I?
Yeah. Got to pay attention.
I really should play more. Remember when we were good at the game and we thought of like little synergies and stuff?
I mean, I never had that, but you always did.
Yeah, while you're watching this channel, we're both shit. Rebecca doesn't even know what she's doing anymore.
I don't know what half the cards do anymore, especially with all the redesigns.
Quality marketing for the channel.
Yeah. Hey, he's still going. Might not be the best quality channel, but
I mean, we could quit if you wanted.
Are you asking the viewers or me?
Well, we don't have to carry on.
I don't mind. It means that I actually see what some of the cards are and reminds me of how to play the game.
Well, you know, viewership is dwindling along with player games.
Yeah, but it'll all come back next year.
It'll all come back.
Yeah, once COVID's over. Yes, I know you're winning. Oh, you're not pointing that out.
I'm pointing out 69.
Oh my God, you're such a man.
God.
But yeah, once COVID's over, we start getting some more face-to-face tournaments. That would be nice. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. And hopefully we get some new cards to freshen up some interest.
Yeah. It'd be nice as well, like playing with redesign cards, like in the flesh kind of thing, like at tournaments. Because I'm sure that will sort of change the whole feel of tournaments as well.
Yeah, Sea of Blood, like playing that new redesigned Sea of Blood. I really like it. I think it's a really good agenda now. Like I said, it's Shadow Black Lane. You can fetch events now from the top 10. It makes military challenges matter. But I don't think it's strong. It's just going to smash everything. I don't think it's actually brilliant.
All I know is that when we were playtesting it and stuff, like the original, I just remember there was 2 versions, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
And this was the version, like the events version, where we were just like, what the hell?
Yeah, the other one was better.
Yeah. But at least they've tweaked this new one. Like this current one even.
Yeah,
so,
it's better now.
Yeah.
But look, Makoro.
Yeah.
He's law traded, you know.
Is he?
He's the Red Priest.
Never even noticed
He's
that.
the Red Priest that saved Victorian hand and turned it into some sort of smoking hand.
Yeah, it's like a volcano hand or something stupid, isn't it?
A volcano hand. What you say? It's going to erupt lava at any minute. Wow. Okay.
You're going all out.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to try and win this round. Potentially, well, I've got 2 renowned characters on the board, potentially 3 with Theon if I can get an unopposed. Your host of the Boneway is still knelt from my forced march.
Yeah, you bastard. Oh yeah, so Forced March is another card that's been redesigned, just in case people hadn't seen it. So basically, when it's revealed, you kneel out as many military icons as you want your opponent to kneel out, basically. So if you only want one to kneel out, you just kneel one. But if you want 3 characters to kneel out, you need to kneel out all 3 at once, right? It's not just one then the other.
So the old Force March, your opponent always kneel out one more than you. Whereas this one is an equal amount.
Yeah, and you have to decide how many you're kneeling from the start. You can't do them one at a time. So you can't sort of wait and see what gets knelt. So
it's still good.
Well, you've knelt my biggest military icon, so...
Yeah, but I had to work to it. I mean, if you had smaller ones, I might have quarreled them or something.
Yeah.
But it's good, it's impactful. It means my military challenge is now going to be good. I'm going to be able to get Sea of Blood. I'm going to be able to trigger Maiden Bane. Victorian, the captain, you know.
Yeah. Is that Mellario again?
Back, yep. Your second player, so Quentin is 7 strength plus Duran, which I think is 3 now.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
So he is 10 strength.
But you've grey ghosted him.
Of course. If you're going to kill him, you're not going to be able to use him in a challenge 2. I'm going to trigger my Iron Gate.
Yeah, you had 1 card in hand and now you have 3.
Need to know if I can see a blood something. Bloody Cup Quentin.
Hey, you'd get a power for that as well, wouldn't you? Because of Aloof.
Because of Aloof.
And the thing is, because you've grey ghosted Quentin and I've not got another military on the board, Theon can quite easily get his unopposed again.
Yep, and Victorian could stand if I used him as well, so I could use him, restand him and Maiden Bane and get an Intimidate off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the redesigned Euron.
Which one's the redesigned one? The Fetch Silence one?
Yeah, so he fetches silence and brings it to your hand, or you put in a boat from your hand, and his Intimidate is conditional.
Okay.
Which, you know, I'm just not a big fan. I mean, he was Greyjoy's better than him and he's cheaper. Although he only has 2 icons, but still.
I mean, there's so many versions of Euron to play now anyway, right?
2.
Is it 2? Is it not 3? Am I imagining a third? I'm imagining a third, aren't I?
There's so many Euron. So many. All 2 of them.
Oh, I know why. I'm thinking. No. How many Victorian are there?
2.
Oh.
Maybe you could go with Balon. There are 3 Balons.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
There's 3 Ashes.
Yeah. There's a lot of you Greyjoy bigs, alright? Let's just go with that. So you're doing a military with Theon, which is going to go through unopposed because I have no military icons that can defend. Which means you get the unopposed reaction on Theon.
I'm considering some advantage. We do not so.
On my Dawn, I'm guessing.
So did I go in with Victorian and Theon? I wasn't watching. Because I could have.
I think you did, yeah.
So we do not sow. What am I? We do not sowing. What are you doing?
I'm reacting with Dawn first.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because you'd reacted with the Maiden's Bane.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't use the We Do Not Sow because I have no gold and there is no action window yet to spend the blood token. So I would have to win another challenge unopposed.
Yeah.
Who's dying for claim?
Well, I'm thinking about killing Quentin because obviously you're on 11 power and Theon's got 4 power on him. So I'm thinking about killing Quentin to kill Theon.
Good call.
I mean...
You have to be wary of Rhythm from the Sea.
Well, yes. But you only had 3 cards in hand, so... And before that, you'd only had 1 until you triggered your Iron Gate. So, I mean, normally I'd want to kill off Euron or Victorian, but because Theon's got 4 power on him, I feel like I need to cut you back a little bit. But unfortunately, you'd found a Risen. in that tiny hand of yours, you've got a fucking Risen.
Well, you know what? I had the choice of a Risen as well from the Sea of Blood.
Oh, really?
But I thought, I don't really want a Twiggy to it. And I'll just get something else. That's another thing, Sea of Blood, I think is probably one of the better things for it can find your Risen from the sea.
Mm.
So 3 events that trigger the reaction and 1 that you just would always like in hand. It's good.
I used Vengeance earlier just out of spite.
Nasty. But I do think Sea of Blood it's a fun agenda now. It's not nasty at all. There's no put to the torch, put to the swords. It's fun now. Don't think it's competitive. Very competitive.
Yeah, it's a bit more player inclusive kind of thing.
There are some decks that like it more than others, like Targ Burn, I think, can use it really well. Dothraki can use it quite well. Greyjoy can use it quite well. And I think Baratheon can use it really well to fetch their Neil events to keep them in control.
Yeah, that's true.
But the rest of them, meh.
So you're just going to win now. You've got a power challenge. You're going to get Renown on Victarion and Duron plus the actual power claim. But just to draw it out, defending with Trystane, and then...
You're going to trigger him.
Yeah, I'm going to trigger him on Makaro.
What?
Because, you know, if I get to do this power challenge back, which I'm definitely not going to be able to do, then I don't want him to defend so I can get an unopposed power.
Makaro hasn't attacked you at all. He's just stood there.
Hey, he got rid of my Mellario.
What? She's still on the board. No proof.
You want to go back about 10 minutes? And then I'm going to be like, no, I want to react to my Dawn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Take a card. And then you get claim.
I'll take Pillage first.
And then you get Renown and Renown. Oh, wait a minute, your Stingray's road. Then you get Renown.
Well, no, I was saying I'll take the Renown on your one and I won't bother taking it on Victarion. Until you make me.
So, yeah, thanks for watching the game. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/The White Walkers, and we will try and get another of these sort of fan-made cards out as soon as we can.
Yay!
All right, thanks everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.